Hey guys, what is going on? It is xckj here today. So today we're going to have a little bit of a different type of video today. We're going to be switching back and forth between my camera and then the actual gameplay camera because I want to do more of a discussion type of video and I just am trying something new. Let me know if you like it. If you do, please share it with somebody else. But without further ado, we are going to be talking today about just essentially why the problems and issues that Paladins have run into, because recently I believe that they've run into some really serious issues. The first being Yagarath, just a huge issue for the game, and I'm going to explain why. Another thing is just there's a lot of these things in the game that players don't know that they should know. There's good things like Z bouncing and things like Grover's Vine going across the map. Those are all great things in the game and give a skill gap. It's not something that's going to make or break the game, not actually rules of the game. It still is, you get what I'm saying. Then there's things like comeback mechanic and things of that nature that people should understand how it works, and it never is described anywhere. The only way that you'd find out is by either coming on Paladin's YouTube, going on the Reddit, finding it out in those different ways. But with that being said, I think Yagarath has completely ruined so many things in the game. And the reason being is because interactions. Interactions are basically like she has created these interactions that are weird and people would perceive as bugs. So we all know that bugs are in the game and they're here to stay. And the thing is, realistically, a new player coming in runs into a bug and then they're like, oh well, it's a bug, it's part of the game, either you get over it or you can't get around it, and then you stop playing the game. Let's say you run into like an Ash interaction with Yagarath, right? And Ash tries to knock her back and then she doesn't go anywhere, and you're a new player and you're like, what the heck is going on? I don't know what Yagarath does, because it's just mechanics that are supposed to work that aren't working. Imagine you're a new player to the game, you go over, and then you try to con ult. Con ult works on every single person the same way. It just grabs people, and then you can yeet them, right? That's what it does. And then you have this one random champion, you try to grab them and yeet them, and nothing happens. It's very problematic for the game in a lot of different ways. But people would be saying things like, "Oh, well, there's a ton of interactions in the game that are people don't straight up know, so damage reduction and things of that nature." But I don't think that it's as game breaking and never really feels like a bug. There were a couple times I remember. So Amani Frost Bomb, right? Amani's Frost Bomb used to have this thing where it did more damage the farther it went. So let's say you shot it out and then exploded it right away, it would only do like 150 damage. If you let it hover in the air for a long time and explode at the end, it would do 800 damage. When that first came out, people thought it was a bug, and then they said, no, it's not a bug, it's actually a mechanic in the game. But at least that bug wasn't game breaking. People were like, that's strange that happens, whatever. And then on the other side of things, now we have Yagarath. New players don't know what's going on, and if they don't have somebody teaching them, they're new by themselves. They're just going to be super confused, super frustrated, and be like, I can't even keep up with this. And that has to do with, first off, the Paladins tutorial is meh, it's okay. It can be much better. And I think that there should be a beginner's guide somewhere, not from a content creator, because let's be honest, you jump into a game right away, the only thing that you're going to be getting is stuff that's on the front page, the play button, the tutorial, and you're just going to figure it out as you go, and then either like the game or don't like the game, and you keep on playing, and then you'll find content creators and find out about this other stuff like damage reduction, crowd control, how all these mechanics work, how to Z jump. When you see people, how the heck is that guy jumping so high? You can look it up online. But then when you're playing the game and you're playing, I don't know, you're playing Inara and then you ult the ground, and or I guess that wouldn't really work for that. But let's say you're Talus and you ult Yagarath and she just stays on the ground, and you just get frustrated and don't know what the heck is going on. And unless you have a player, unless you have a more experienced player there to really show you what's going on, you're just going to be super confused. But that being said, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. Just kind of talk about that. I just had this on my mind recently. I do think that Paladins should, that Hi-Rez as a developer should come out with some way of making things more obvious, because Yagarath's mechanics are really awesome and we all really like them a lot. But it's also doesn't follow this pattern of how we understand how the game works. It just doesn't. Whoa, you got scared about something. It doesn't follow the pattern. So anyway, with that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.